Hello, this is Lila St. Matthew Daniel, and today marks the beginning of the first of 4 series that I'm going to talk about today, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, about repressed emotions that can stop you from moving on and why you should confront your situations head on with questions. Yes, questions give solutions and know when to move on or when to sort out issues. I was listening to a top entrepreneur who was talking about when he started in those days and how he was frustrated for months because he had put everything into place that the gurus had told him to do. He had his marketing plan, he's planned everything, he has his ads, but somehow they were not converting into customers. They were not coming in to purchase the products he had, and it was getting him so distraught and so confused until somebody like me, somebody said to him, what is the self-talk? What is going on inside of him regarding wealth? What are his thought processes about making money? Because whatever is repressed inside of you is going to affect the energy that should give that which you want. You understand? And I keep talking about the fact that emotions rule the world. And that is my own mission in every aspect of your life, in your relationships, in your business, whether you're a leader, whether you are a top corporate conglomerate, male or female, whether you're just starting, whether you don't have anything and you just want to begin something, your mindset, what goes on in your mind is going to reflect in how you behave and what you attract to you. My free ebook, When Should You Walk Away, says when should I walk away, has been received greatly, more than what I expected, and it has helped a lot of people to confront their fears and their confusion, both in their private lives, dating life, love life, married life, and even in their businesses, where they may have gotten roped up with a partner that they shouldn't really, or that venture. So it's going to come down on the 31st. I think it's the 30th, but I'll leave it till the 31st. And the link is in my bio on Instagram, or you go to my website, lilastmatthewdaniel.com/relationships. You will find it there before it goes down. So I hope also you have watched my video on upping your professionalism through decluttering, dealing with your emotions head on to avoid explosive situations that could affect your productivity and performance as an employer of labor or as an employee. Today I'm going to talk about the first of the 4, how to win every time using a positive mindset. Let me tell you a little story. There's a lady called MM who loves to drown in feelings of self-pity and confusion. She loves to have a pity party. She constantly looks at life using gray-colored lenses. Her thoughts tell her the world is gray, the world is bleak and cloudy. Her thoughts are the drivers of her perceptions, and how she views life as benign only in darker shades of colors. She doesn't seem to believe that there are blues, there are greens, there are violets, there are purple and other colors that make life all vibrant and beautiful. She believes that her life is gray. When you ask her to describe, close her eyes and envisage a place, because those are some of the tools that I use, envisage a place, she will turn around and say it is gray, it is dark. You understand? But when I started working with her, she started off having it's white, and then it became colors of wherever she found herself as we were walking the walk. Color therapy is awesome. That's another line. It's not my line, but I use the periphery to deal and help people to get from the gray areas of their lives to the lighter areas of their life, where light will come in and push the gray and the dark areas back, so that you can now walk in the fullness of your destiny. Maybe you are like her with your emotional and mental thoughts, always seeing the bleak and negatives of life. If you ask me, I'd say this is a very frustrating way to live, and such mindset actually leads you nowhere. Rather, it gives birth to feeling stuck, being frightened, confused, and unable to pursue life purposefully and with fulfillment. But the good news is that you can change your mindset to a more positive one. Today, I want to briefly, as I said, talk to you about how to develop the winning habit by constantly living with a positive mindset. Have you got your pen and paper? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm giving you 5 seconds. There you go. Because whenever I tell my clients, my patients, my clients, my participants, I tell them that whenever they're coming on to a chat or a video of someone they know is a teacher, is going to pass on instructions, you must come with a pen and paper. So according to leading personality people, they say that positive thinking is a mental attitude in which you expect good and favorable results. It is the expectation or thoughts that transform energy into reality. It is both a mental and emotional attitude that focuses on the bright side of life more than anything else. In essence, positive thinking is the power of thoughts that controls the eventual outcomes of your everyday decisions and actions. It is about your expectations and how thoughts are used to constructively develop your eventual outcomes. So in this case, having a positive mindset is about how you feel, how you constantly use your mind to think positive thoughts and connect with that energy to create positive outcomes for your life. Look, it's of no use for you to be creating your own misery by not seeing how your thoughts are affecting your life. Because if you don't know that your thoughts actually affect your life, brings forth your outcomes, and whatever you perceive will become your reality. So you need to change your entire outlook of life by training your mind to see things in a positive new light. You may say, well, how can I see things in a positive new light when what is staring me in the face is negative? Yes, what is staring you in the face is negative, but you have the power within you to transform your perception of that negativity into a positive one. If I sat down with you, whatever you say is negative, by the time I finish with you, you will find a positive in there. And from the positive, it could be a little mustard seed kind of positive. It could be a little mustard seed. The trouble is that most times we expect huge changes. But when we take a step at a time, you will find you will get there. Great stories that you read about. If you actually listen properly and go back to the roots, they had a story to tell. Every success story has a story of limitations, of how they had to do a whole mindset shifting, how they had to doggedly refuse to give up, or how not to be in a pity party situation as the lady I told you above. So here are a few guides to help you learn how to have a positive mindset. 1, train your mind to think positive. Train your mind to think positive by using simple practices such as focusing on uplifting thoughts. When you are going negative, focus on uplifting thoughts until it forms a new pattern of thinking for you. By constantly choosing the kind of thoughts you generate, you will find that positive energy will begin to fuse into you to enable you to see possibilities and to be able to take actions that enable you to achieve goals. After all, it is said, you must dream big. You must cast your mind into the horizon. Don't limit yourself by the step you are taking right now. Cast your mind into the horizon. See further than where you are and begin to plot how you can get to that point. Do you understand? So that by constantly choosing the kind of thoughts, you will generate the positive energy that you require to enable you to achieve those goals. Number 2, set goals always. Always set goals. You should start with small goals before making the very big ones. Often, once goal setting is mentioned, most people think about the huge and gigantic projects of their lives, what they have been dreaming about, what they have seen. This, however, doesn't have to be the case. You can set small goals, very small, realistic goals with expectations that you are able to meet. Realistic expectations. When you get frustrated about what you're doing, go back and check what it is that you have put in place. Are they realistic? Are they attainable? Do you understand? Are they realistic? Are they attainable? Yes, you want those gigantic things, but are they realistic? Are they attainable? That's what you need to talk. You need to go back, because achieving this is what provides more thinking strength on what possibilities you can pursue and achieve. Then over time, as you achieve your smaller goals, you become more confident to create and pursue the bigger ones. The more you succeed at this, you will find you will become more optimistic about life and the possibilities that are available to you. Number 3, choose to see every part of life as an opportunity for learning and growth. When you have the mindset to learn and grow from every of life experience, rather than moan over experiences, you are able then to see opportunities in every experience you encounter. This will give you a hopeful feeling and enables you to look out for the good in each lesson you encounter. What happens is that most people do not even begin to see that for everything that happens to you, it is in your power to see the good in it, how it's going to change you. I have a story. I have stories, real stories. And now, looking back, I now see that I was being prepared for a time like this. You know, there are certain parts of life, parts of training, parts of psychology that it helps. It helps for you to actually be involved, to actually have gone through sometimes whatever it is that, you know, is you're teaching. The book knowledge is there, yes, but it helps as well. And I find that what I have been through has enabled me even more to channel the experience into positive vibrational energy when I am dealing with people. Yesterday, I had a situation where I was getting ready for this, and I saw a tag came in on my phone. I was on my computer. It was on silent. And I said to myself, tag on Instagram? What is that? I was of two minds. I wanted to just leave it be, but then something said, go on and open it up. So I opened it up, and there was somebody tagged me that a young lady had written some messages that was quite frightening, which shows that she was definitely thinking of committing suicide. And she was a member of a group, and she had sent it to this group. So the group, oh, God bless them. A few of them now got together, tried to get her, and finally landed in her home. And there she was, kind of drenched in some smelly spirit, kind of maybe petrol, maybe something. And, you know, the husband, first of all, did not want to open up. And then he opened up the door, and then he went off, you know, that she'll be okay. And she'll be okay. You see, sometimes we take emotional situations for granted when it is getting very, very dark. That dark side. Depression does not knock on your door. It shows in signs. And unless you can identify, you will tend to look down and think the person is just playing a game. Anyway, they then started convincing her that she needed to leave the house at that time. She needed to go out of the house for the night or 2 nights or whatever it is until mediation comes in. And she was refusing. That was when they called me. So I said, I don't know what happened. I just gave my number on the Instagram. I said, tell them to call me. Now, the person who tagged me was the one who now called me. I don't know her. And I said, what is happening? So she now said the young lady is refusing, and the friend on the group who had gone there is everybody is there, plus it's an estate, plus the person who, the chairman, everybody is trying to tell her to leave, and she refused to leave. You understand? She said she's okay, she's okay, she's okay. So anyway, I now called the number of the woman who was there, and she said she was with the counselor. I said, tell them I want to speak to the young lady. Just tell them I want to speak to the young lady. So I now got her on the phone. She came on the phone and I had a chat with her. Deep chat, but few minutes. Deep chat. And I spoke to her. There are words you use that go past certain points in your mindset. There are words you use that will break through and begin to lift you out of that gray area. And by the time I finished, I think maybe we were talking for about 4 minutes or something. 4 minutes, I can't remember. And I told her, I said, you need to leave. And she said, yes, ma'am. I said, you promise you need to leave. Go pack your kiddies' stuff. She had 2 young kids, and go away for a short while. You need it. And I gave her all the, and lo and behold, I called the other woman. I got her and I said, she will leave. And they were so ecstatic. Now, the estate chairman now started talking to her. So I said, look, nobody should talk to her right now. Let her, she has changed her frame of mind. She must go and be allowed to do what she has to do. Talking is not going to sort anything out right now, before she regresses into the way she was before. So I spoke to the chairman and I said, sir, I don't know you, you don't know me, but I will appeal to you. Don't try to talk to her anymore. Just she has agreed to leave. So he said, oh no, I wanted to tell her that she should be ready. I'm going to now go to her husband that we want to take her away. I said, Oga, don't get any permission from any husband. Let them take her out now so that we can change her mood and change her mindset. So you see, every situation is an opportunity for learning. My own situation, coupled with what I have learned, and I see how the two merge together, has given me that additional tool to be able to push through blockades and barriers. You understand? And I tell you something, to God be the glory, there is no situation that I actually deal with that I will not get a success rate of helping that person. And I'm a big one for synergy and collaboration. And if it gets to a certain point, I pass on. If it is now out of my league, I will pass it on. That's what a lot of people must learn to do. Do not sit down there and begin to handle a case that you are not equipped to handle, especially when it has to do with emotions and the mind and things that have been happening to them. So there we go. When you have the mindset to learn and grow from every of life's experiences, rather than moan over it, you will find the gold inside. The next one is be flexible. Rigidity has every stringent limitations in it. Life isn't constant, so expecting a constant result is setting you up for frustration. Like who has positioned her mind to see only the gray rigidity always, it leaves you in a situation with less options. Having a positive mindset entails that you know that life has many shades. Even look at me, you're looking at me. Look at all the colors. Life has many shades. Experiencing one side of life does not rule out other possibilities that life has to offer. So by being flexible in your thinking and outlook to life's experience is one very good ingredient for having positive turnout of events over time. Like I told the young lady, I said, young lady, before you got married, you had a parent or you had a caregiver. That was one of the things I used. And they looked after you. You went to a nursery school. You went to kindergarten. You went to whatever, maybe higher school or whatever. I said, was he there? He said, no. I said, but he came at a certain point. So why are you feeling that because something is happening, that means the end of the road for you? I said, why are you doing that? You understand? I said, and the kids are there. God gave them to you to look after. Are you going to leave them for another person? I said, don't do that. You understand? I said, you are running away from your responsibility, eh? So you are running away. So she started laughing. Once she started laughing, I said, hey, I've hit jackpot. You understand? And then I started, moving. So there you are. There you are that, choose to stay. So what did I say? I said, so by being flexible in your thinking and outlook to life's experiences is one very good ingredient for having positive turnout of events over time. I'm a teacher. I always write things down. And then I interject with, normal things. After all, it is said, the most flexible is the more powerful. When you are flexible, not in all ways, because you need to be, rigid in some things, but with sense and with wisdom. Now, the next one is look out for inspirations every time. Constantly choose to seek after things and people that inspire you. Choose to stay away from individuals who reinforce your negative thinking patterns. Individuals that will always see the negativity in everything that you're doing. When you want to talk to them about anything, the first thing they do is tell you the negative part of it. Instead of, oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's quite right. Okay, let us look at what could cause you to, not to get this wonderful thing you want. It's absolutely fantastic. So let's go about it. Instead they will say, it's not possible, Joe. It's not possible. It's not possible. Why is it not possible? And then they start giving you negative, you are not this, you are not that, you are not that. Who says you cannot be what you envisage yourself to be? As I said earlier, plan, set your goals, set your timelines, have a positive mindset. Know that dream big, but don't think you can jump from the bottom of the ladder to the top. Take it one step at a time. Finally, use positive self-talks to encourage and inspire yourself to achieve great things. As I said earlier on, what is your self-talk about money? What is your self-talk about relationship? Do you think money is the root of all evil? Do you think that relationships are horrible and then you now want good relationships? You think money is the root of all evil and yet you want to make that money? Your mindset, your limiting mindset is going to stop certain things from happening. What you say to yourself is very important. Constantly berating yourself is one of the fastest ways of draining yourself of positive energy. I'm stupid. I am this. I'm not. I can't do it. I can't. Who says you can't? I am wonderful. I am strong. I am capable. I can achieve all that I want. Now, when you say all those affirmations, put plan into it. Don't just sit there and say, I am this, I am that, law of attraction, and sit down. No, you will positively give out your energy and then walk towards it. Works. When you say and there are no works to go with it, express your faith. But faith without works, it's not going to work. So you should keep that constant energy up, keep up with the positive vibes, and watch how you will win every single time. So make sure you go back and look at all the things that I spoke about. Do you understand? As I said, how to win every time using a positive mindset. First one, train your mind to think positive. Then set goals always. Choose to see every part of life as an opportunity for learning and growth. Be flexible. You understand? Look out for inspirations every time. Look out for people that you would like to be. Not copy them, but look at what they did to get to where they're going. What did they pass through? How did they get there? Look for mentors that you can actually study their life pattern and then begin to find out your own purpose and your passion. Finally, use positive self-talks to encourage and inspire yourself. So there we are, and I hope you're going to use all this, because you see, when you use them, they work. And you know what? Write to me at Lila, connect with Lila at gmail.com and tell me what you have experienced. Remember that to get a habit into position, you need to constantly do it for 21 days minimum, 90 days maximum for a negative habit to change into a positive one. So don't go and be starting something now, leave it for 1 week and start it again, and every of the thing I'm talking about, and you say, this process doesn't work. No, be determined, be committed, be diligent, and I tell you, you will win over every negativity in your life. So before I go, it's all of this that has made me prepare an online course. It has come live now. It's out there for you to go into rebuilding your life after emotional abuse or domestic violence. And this could be applied to anywhere that you have been hurt, whether in your business, whether with peers, where you find it difficult to forgive, where you find it difficult to move forward. What I've said now is just a little bit of what I will share in that course. That is why I would advise you to go into my website, LilaSayMatthewDaniel/online-courses, or once you get in there, you will see it on the menu, because this is just the tip of the iceberg. If you want me to work with you further to make sure these things are working for you and limiting beliefs will not hold you bound, then come into that course and I will show you so many ways and things that you will use to be the new you that you are supposed to be. So once again, LilaSayMatthewDaniel.com/online courses is quite reasonable. Right now, the early bird is on, which is 10,000. The course is 15,000. Early bird is going to close down by Wednesday. You understand? It's going to close down by Wednesday. And I will advise that you take your card and you go in there and register. Toot sweet. Have a great evening. And remember, you're the captain of your ship. Steer it well. Invest in yourself, and self will make sure it gives you the best that you deserve.